Rajkummar Rao Hansal Mehta, welcome to NDTV. Thank you for your time on this rainy day.
Thank you, Rohit, sir.
Thank you.
So where are all of you, Raj? Are you in Bombay, managing well in the lockdown?
I'm very much in Mumbai and managing as well as I can. It was pretty cool for first 3 months. Now slowly,
Yes.
I think it's getting little. I feel like I want to work now. It's been like so many days. I miss being on a film set now.
Right, but you're healthy and family is healthy. That's the best part, Raj.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We are
Right.
blessed. We are pretty still very fortunate.
Right. Hansal, I'm told you are around Plush Greenery. Where exactly are you?
I am on the outskirts of Lonavala,
Wow.
closer to Pune, and
Right.
it's beautiful. The weather is lovely, and I mean the lockdown. I've had a very busy lockdown uh,
Okay.
uh, because there's some post production work that is going on right
Yes.
now, and
Right.
that has kept me busy throughout this lockdown.
Right.
And but yes, I'm missing the energy of a set. I want to be on set, and I want to be on a set with Raj. Ever
With
since
Raj, of
Omertà has come
course.
out, yeah, ever since Omertà has come out, I somehow this urge to quickly make a film together has,
Hmm.
again sort of rekindled itself.
Part of it.
Right. Right. So the good news for viewers is that, even though your film released, Omertà released in 2018, we are sitting here and talking about it again in 2020 because now it's on an OTT platform. It's on Z5. Hansal, to you first, is it for a director, is it a great thing that now it reaches some 190 countries, world over, more people can watch it?
Yeah, I mean it is. You want your film. You ultimately make films for them to be seen
Right.
by the maximum number of people possible. And
Right.
I've always believed, a lot of the films that I've made, I believe they're legacy films, films that go beyond the first day, beyond the Friday, and beyond the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and all that. They are films that last a lifetime. Even today, I get written,
Right.
Shahid. People see it on an OTT platform. People
Yeah.
write to me. About Aligarh, I get so many compliments.
Hmm.
And the same thing has happened now with Omertà. It has
Right.
suddenly come out, and you feel that yes, that labor of love has sort of been validated, vindicated by the love that it is getting.
Right. Raj, for actors like you, isn't this a great time that, also say you're also doing more work, that will release later, but also the work that you did in the past because of OTT reaches new places. Your fans must be writing to you from different places. This reaches them also. Is this a great time?
It is definitely a great time, I think, and thanks to Z5 because Omertà, sir knows it very well that for 2 years people were asking us like when is it coming out on an OTT platform? We heard so much about this film, we haven't seen it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we didn't have any answer. But now,
Hmm.
thanks to Z5, it's available, and since it has come out, I think we are getting so much of love from all over the world. People are
Right,
watching it, and people are understanding what the film is trying to say, and they're
right,
enjoying the film, they're enjoying the performance. So I think
right.
that's what we want, as maker, that's what we want. That as Sir said, our film to be seen, and that's what is happening now.
Right. So, just to do this interview, I watched the full film last night. So,
Oh,
this Raj, what a terrific performance, and sir, what a great film. Raj, when you did this, do you remember sometimes the headspace you were in must be quite complicated?
it was very complicated. It was very dark. I was in a very
Hmm.
dark mental space during the whole
Hmm.
process, and I wasn't enjoying it as Raj. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
But as the actor Raj, I was enjoying it because that's what we aim for. That's what we always
Yeah.
try, so that you can be in that mental space throughout the film, because you
Right.
don't get that opportunity in so many films. Films like,
Mm-hmm.
especially films that I do with Hansal sir, I always get that opportunity where I can just be in
Right.
that mind space, throughout the whole shoot process.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, it was not easy. I was carrying so much of anger. I was looking at people with a different point of view. There was so much of
Right.
hatred inside me, which was needed to play this part because I had no connect with him. I don't,
Right. Yeah.
I don't connect to his ideologies. I
Hmm.
had nothing, nowhere to start from. So that I had to really cultivate everything from inside. And it wasn't an easy process.
Right. Hansal, you said, Anurag had faith in this, a lot more than other people. So, when you started writing this, when you started filming this, like Raj is saying, we can't agree with this guy's ideology. And for fans also who have not seen it, clearly there's no hero that one has to look up to in this film, and just watch it as a story of someone, right? That's important.
Yeah. It's a character's journey. There's no heroism.
I mean, it's a character's journey, and for us it was a new challenge. I felt that this character sort of reinvented how you see evil. There is a stereotypical way in which we perceive, evil and negativity on, particularly in Indian films. We have stereotyped it into the villain character. So this was, our attempt. I don't know, but indirectly it's a homage to the Joker. But without consciously doing that. I mean, this is not the Joker by any stretch of imagination.
Not even close.
But it was also, but it's somewhere, it's like a homage to that kind of a negative character where you're taking a journey of a flawed, protagonist. It's almost the antagonist's journey. So that was the challenge. No Country for Old. So, like no Country for Old Men.
Right.
So it was a challenge to do that. And, I needed to point out one coincidence.
Sure.
The film has come out on ZEE5 coincidentally in the same year that this character, Omar, is supposed to be, he has been acquitted by the Supreme Court of Pakistan. He will be walking out as a free man perhaps sometime later this year. So, I mean, the entire irony that the film represents, for me, it was also it's a double journey. Raj and I explored a character and his compulsions to, saving humanity through Shahid. Raj and Omar both had, Shahid and Omar both had similar journeys.
Yes.
But somewhere midway through the journey, their journeys went in different paths. Omar became Shahid became a champion for human rights, and Omar became this monster. So, these are, if you see, they are also supposed to be seen as companion films. In some ways.
Right. Right. For all those who are yet to watch it in all these different countries where it's releasing and they're watching this interview, Hansal, do you want to tell them whose life it's based on? Because you're still closely following the story.
Yeah. This is based on the life of Omar Saeed Shaikh. It's a dramatization of the life of Omar Saeed Shaikh. And he was the man who in 1999 was exchanged by the Indian government during the IC-814 hijack at Kandahar. He is the man who, before that, in 1993-94, had plotted the kidnapping of foreign tourists in Delhi, for which he spent 5 to 6 years in Tihar jail. And after that, he is known to have sort of funded, indirectly funded the 9/11 attacks. And he has been serving a sentence for the past 17 years in Hyderabad jail in Pakistan for the murder of the Wall Street Journal reporter Daniel Pearl. So it is the journey of this mind. How does such a person, what kind of a journey does such a person do? He looks like any normal person. So it's a normal person with such a gruesome journey.
Right. Raj, do you go back to your films? When did you watch this film last?
I saw it after a couple of days, just to see, as Sir also said earlier, just also first to see that how is it looking, on the platform, if the print is, everything is good, and also just to go through it again. I enjoyed the film. I really enjoyed the film. I won't talk about my performance because that's something which I always learn something after watching it again, that what could have been better. So yeah, I've gotten my points. But
did you see parts, like were there parts that you thought you could have done better? Do you always see that?
Yeah, the couple of scenes I thought could have been better.
Right.
And those were the initial days of shoot. So by the time we got into it, then I think it's still, it's still better. But a couple of the initial days of shoot, I thought could have been much better from my side. Absolutely from my side. Sir, it's been great.
Right. Since both of you all have done quite a few films together, we've enjoyed them all. I'll ask both of you, what is is it important that you have a friendship on the side as well so that you understand each other? Hansal, to you first, Raj's style, how he walks, how he talks, how he thinks in all these years. Does that help, you when you're casting, when you're imagining a character?
Yes, Raj. I mean, Raj is, we are family to each other.
Right.
And that is something that has happened through our journey of making films together. But, as far as how he talks, how he walks, it's every time he immerses into a character, it's different, and that is what I expect from Raj, and that's what he does. I mean, he surprises me every time I reach the sets. I never really interfere in Raj's process, but every time I reach the sets, I know there is a surprise in store for me. That, the first shot, the first scene, and then Raj has done something. Is there something that this man cannot do? And in that quest of finding, is there something this man cannot do, we keep challenging ourselves. What else can we do? And I think we have sustained our relationship as filmmaker actor through challenging ourselves, through creating an environment where we sort of work in that synergy. Yes, on set we rarely talk to each other about the scene. We have begun to understand each other. I know when Raj is not happy with a shot, I immediately say, "You want one more, no?" And then same thing, he looks at me, he says, "You want one more?" So it's a very organic process. It is a bit unnerving sometimes for somebody who's new into the sets, but I think I cannot talk about myself. I'm not one of my actors, but I try to make the environment as easy as possible for actors and for them to explore and to actually enjoy the process of making the film.
Right. Raj, as an actor, he explained to us as a director, you explained to us as an actor, when you know the director, who's your friend, family, you'll have done work together, are things easier? You can tell him what you want. He understands if you want another take, but is it easier?
It is definitely easier if you know your director well, if he's your friend, he or she's your friend. You have that comfort level and you have that trust factor with your director. That, he will always be there to guide you. So in Sir's case, as he said, apart that we make these really, dramatical films, serious real life dramas. But apart from that, we have sort of fun also on sets. He's he's our friend. There's a bunch of us. It's me, Anuj, Neil, Mandar, so many of us. And we are a team. We've been working together for 9 years now. And we have so much of fun together. It's never like, we always are we're always into our zones and not talking to each other. He loves food, so he cooks for us. He loves throwing parties, so we'll have parties also at night sometimes. Though I would go back and sleep sometimes. But we have a share of fun. And I think with Sir, the thing is, he gives so much of freedom to his actors. He would never ask you, I wanted you to walk from point A to point B and then say this line and then turn on this line. Never. You have this, which is a great thing, I feel. You have hired an actor so that you can let that actor be. If you, of course, the actor is going wrong, then you can always, correct it. But if you hire someone, you trusted someone, then let that actor try first and see if it's working, which he does with not only with me, with all the actors. Which is a great, I think, quality that he has. He really trusts his actors a lot.
Fantastic. Is he a good cook as well?
He is a great cook.
What?
Are you a better cook or a better filmmaker?
I'm a more successful cook.
You're more... Right. So see, I've not tasted your food, Hansal, but I can say you're a great director. So you can't call us for a shoot, but someday you can call us to taste that.
Sure.
Right. So, do you want to also tell, you guys have a fan base, you guys have your own filmmaking going on. Hansal, your films have a stamp that I can watch and say, this film is made by you. You want to tell the audience that you're coming back again as well? They should expect you all together?
Yeah, very soon. we have a film called Chalang that will be coming out soon. It's something that we have again something new. We have pushed ourselves, challenged ourselves to make a film. There's a lot of humor. It's an aspirational film. I can't talk too much about it,
Sure,
but
sure,
it's a fun film. It's something that we have not done in our past films, and we've worked very hard to make people laugh. So
Wow.
there's humor this time. We wanted to lighten up. Also, in that equation with the audience, we wanted them to also laugh a bit with us.
Right.
If they've cried
Great,
with us,
so-
they've got scared. It's time for them to laugh now.
Right. Raj, just parting thoughts. Omertà people will watch now, and what to expect in the near future?
What to expect? I hope right now people watch Omertà, and
Yes.
well, Ludo will be out on other
Yes,
platforms
Ludo.
on Netflix, and then let's see. I have Chalang, then I have Rui Afza. So let's see what
Right.
happens to these two. Where do they go? And the White Tiger,
Great.
of course, is there. Yeah.
Great. In this lockdown, the great thing for people like us is to talk to people like you, even though we can't meet you. So thank you, Raj. Thank you, Hansal. Thank you so much for taking out time.
Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot.
Rohit. Thank you, Rohit. Take
See you.
care.